Guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to a monthly reset. I haven't done this in quite some time, but let's track these goals. It's quarter 4. Let's get to it. Welcome to my monthly reset, which I haven't done in a long time. So how can it be a monthly reset when I haven't done it monthly? I do it off the camera, okay? This time I'm just gonna show you what I've been using and the things I've been using to try to accomplish the goals that I'm working on, basically. So there's 3 tools I'm going to be talking about today. It's my Notion goal tracker, my digital planner. I'm also going to share with you some tech apps for the iPhone and iPad and things like that I've also been using to help me along. And I've even been using a paper journal, but not to plan, to actually journal. And you see what I'm talking about, as well as my commonplace book, which right now isn't here. But soon I'm going to change this into the field notes. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to pop the picture here. Method, because even though this is highlighted and I know what's what, I believe I have in the beginning. No, I don't. I color coded this to be like blue is for quotes. Any quotes I write in here. The purple in a box is for articles or podcasts or books that I've been reading and taking notes from. But because it's so small, sometimes I need to add additional things and it just doesn't fit. So I'm going to move away from this tiny book, which is cool because I can take it anywhere, which is the point. I take it everywhere. To something slightly bigger. Not too big, not like a notebook like this. I don't want to carry this thing everywhere. But something just a little bit bigger. And with the commonplace thing where they kind of draw a line on the middle and then each topic is separated and then they put the little dot to index what it is. Because sometimes I'm flipping through this, I'm like, I know I wrote this somewhere, I know I wrote about that podcast somewhere in my notes on it. Let me try to find it, and sometimes I can't. So I'm gonna show, so that's what I've been using, but we're going to flip on over to my computer and we're gonna start resetting first with Notion. So I wanted to take you through kind of what I do every day. So when I log onto my computer, I open up my reminders, which my reminders is on my iPad, it's on my iPhone, it's pretty much everywhere. And I see kind of what I have to do today. These live on reminders because it's something that I need to be reminded of because I'm old and I forget things. So what I end up doing, I open my reminders and I also open up my calendar. Now I'm on a Mac. People use the iCal calendar, but I like Google better, and I'm accustomed to just clicking on the browser and opening up my calendar. So then I see what's going on for that day. So anything up here means that it's either a bill or something that I do all day. So editing day, today is editing day. So even though today's October 1st on a Sunday and I'm recording a video, I don't record videos on Sundays. I record videos on Saturday. But yesterday was strange. So after I record this, I'm going to edit the video, which usually takes me, it says an hour, but I usually pull this up to 2. And then I usually write here what video I'm going to edit. So the video that I'm going to edit is probably this one, which is going to be the October reset. I actually write the name of the video that I'm going to edit. I forgot to write edit. Then I know that at 3 p.m. ish, because you know the weekends can fluctuate, it's fine. I'm going to do a workout, total body hit for today. Then I'm going to go into my content calendar and see what I have to post today. So again, today is October 1st. And right as of now, I usually don't post on Sundays. I usually don't post social media on Sundays because it's just my day away from social media. Sometimes I do if it's something that's on my mind or I have a promotion coming up with the shop, then I'll post on Sundays, but usually I do not. but I try to look at my week, like what am I posting tomorrow, what am I posting on Tuesday, you know, whatever. And then I go in here and kind of update the plans that I have. Some things are still in editing, like this cozy desk makeover for YouTube, and then I'll just add whatever it is and try to make whatever I have here, the content that I want to work on, I'll start adding them for the week ahead. So this cozy desk makeover is going to be for Friday. Now for Tuesday, this Tuesday, I'm not sure if I'm going to do the October reset or October mood board, or kind of combine those two videos together. Not sure. Sometimes when I record overhead for my iPad, if the day is too overcast, it doesn't show up correctly. I had to scrap a whole video on Plan With Me for the cozy and pink sticker collection because it just was not working out. So that is my content calendar. Then I go on my today, and my today I usually look at on my iPad. It looks just nice, like one nice page. I don't know what it is about it, but I like to look at this page specifically on my iPad. But here it'll tell me what I have, if I have anything that's due today. So it says focus for today, it'll be here. If I have something coming up for the week, I can actually look this at a week at a glance. So for this week, I have to start reading The Unfortunate Side Effects of Magic and whatever the heck it is. I forgot the name of the title. Make an appointment. Try to wake up at 6 a week this week. I have payments due and goals for business. So that's what we're going to get into. All of these things, this entire section right here, focus for today, coming this week, is all part of the goal tracker section. I just have it here. It's just a page where I view everything that I have to do today. But all of these come from my goal tracker that I'm going to show you. So this goal tracker I got from this person. What's his name? Jason Chen. I believe I found it online. I'm not 100% sure, but I kept a tutorial in case I forgot how to use this. But you pick these different sections of your life, so health and fitness, then you can change these to be whatever you want. So health and fitness, for me, finances, family, social, business, self-development. So you pick your sections and then you write goals that you want to do. You don't have, it's kind of like a brain dump. So everything that you want to do for business, everything you want to do for family, finances, health, self-development, etc. When you add a new, let's do it here. When you add a new goal, you write the title, blah, blah, blah. You open this up, and on this side, this is where you're going to input the information of when you want to achieve this. So what quarter? Is it quarter 1, 2, 3, 4? Let's just say quarter 4. What year we want to focus on this year, or is it next year, whatever. When do you want to start? Let's start the 1st of October, or the first, day in quarter 4, and then we want to end on, let's say I want this goal, I want to complete this goal by October 31st, so I'll do that. Then I'll do next actions will be down here, and I'll show you that. I put in specifically, when I redid this, because I always update with stuff that I actually need, I added the start date and deadline. No, I added the start date because it only had deadline, which is weird because I want to know when I started this or when I need to start it. And I also added a Trello board link because I use Trello for different activities. And then the URL was there. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. Unless it's like a video, then I'll put the URL. But this is the next action. So what you want to do is here, anything related to this new goal. Let's say this goal is to buy a house. I don't know. You want to do your next action. So you want to break up every single goal into small little actions. This is nothing new. This is always, something that's been around for forever. You break down a big goal into smaller tasks. So let's say the first thing of buying a house is research neighborhoods. Okay. So you want to open this section up. You want to click on next action, which just gives it a check on here. Again, when do you want to complete this, or when do you want to start it, I should say. So let's say I start tomorrow, looking at this tomorrow, right? Now what's going to happen is in here, it's going to have all of my tasks. So see this next action section, it has all of my tasks. Now I can check this next action off. I'm going to show you something first. So for my family and social, it says that I'm 12.5% there to achieving my goals, right? So in order to achieve my goal completely, I have to finish off all of my goals that I put here. So right now it's at 12.5. So it tells me that under here, under family social, I've completed 2 of them. So 2 of them is go for family vacation, go to New York City, move, buy a house. My progress is 12.5. So I can go into buy a house. Let's say I have a different task, but I already completed research neighborhoods. This is going to say that that task was completed, what I still have to do. And once I complete the whole thing that I bought the house, the actual big goal, then I'll come here and hit complete. And you'll see that the main goal of family social, the main area, has been updated to 18.75%, and I've completed 3 goals. That is what I've been using, and it's been helping. And then you can look at this by quarters. So quarter 1, quarter 2, and then you can hide whatever was done already. I'm sorry, you can hide the group. So if you already finished the quarter 1, like I hid quarter 1, there was nothing there. Quarter 2, because I'm still working on it, even though this was due in quarter 2. Quarter 3, I've already finished everything that I wanted to finish there. And then we go on to quarter 4, which has a lot because it's the end of the year task. And then we have no quarter, because I haven't put a quarter on Grow channel views. Again, we could do it by areas, which areas is good to dump everything in. To dump everything in its category, I think areas is great. And then of course you can do by months. So as you can see, September's already done. So whatever needed to be done for September, I actually achieved them. Either achieved them or I deleted them and moved them over. So this is where I like to look at every single month and see where I'm at with each month's goal, and then just drag and drop. If I didn't, you know, let's say this didn't happen, then I move it over to December, whatever the case is. So everything that has a date on it will be under its date form. So you can do that. You can look at this whole thing as a board, kind of a Kanban board, kind of like Trello, or you can view this as everything that you have completed. Now these are the filters that I like to see, because I like to look back and be like, oh wow, look, I completed all of these things, which obviously this is a faker, so let's just delete that. So I can look back and be like, this is what I've completed. So what I want to do with this is I want to go into my journal and I want to write everything that I have achieved that year. So kind of like a look back, or by month. So let's say for May, I did a few things. I created a sticker pack, 3 videos, all that. I did quite a few things for May. And then July was kind of sparse. And then August, I did nothing. I probably didn't remember doing stuff. I was still trying to come back from a leave of absence from work and coming from New York and a bunch of things. And then kicked it up a notch in September a little bit. So yeah, so I want to really, as you can see, because there's so many spots, I was doing really well in May and June and then kind of fell off. So for quarter 4, I really want to focus on my goals and focus on completing them so that I can have something to journal about. You know what I'm saying? So that is what this is. I freaking love it. So we'll put it back by, I like to do this by months. So what you want to do is really figure out if you're giving yourself too many tasks a month to do. For example, complete low impact. I started late. So my start date was actually October 1st, and it's not going to end until November, I believe 11th. So we want to change that. So that actually is going to go in the November pile. And then I look at anything here is, you know, me doing this book of quotes, is this doable? Is Learn Procreate, is the annual checkup, is all of these things going to be doable for October, or is that too much? Then what I want to say to myself is, let's go ahead and schedule that. So the big book of quotes, I do have some tasks here. Obviously these were for September that did not happen. Actually, this happened. I already did that. I got to finish the board on Trello in regards to this, write a newsletter, but because this has changed, now I need to give it an actual date. And this was what's going to come up on my today. So let me show you. So if I change finish the rest of the task and I change it to October 1st, right? And let's do write a newsletter for, let's say, October 4th, right? This is totally doable. I have to check everything that I have to do with my calendar and everything like that. But for the most part, I think this is doable as long as I keep the promises to myself and finish where I need to finish. So now I changed the date for this small subtask, finish the rest of the task for October 1st. So if I click on my today plan, so if I had updated this before and I sat down with my plans this morning and saw October and had changed that to October 1st, this would show up on my today. So what's due today? What's the focus for today? Finish the rest of the task. So you see how those two correlate? So now you understand why I'm so obsessed with this Notion board. So we're actually not going to do this today. We're actually going to start this tomorrow because today is editing day and I'm trying to do that instead. So we're gonna write a newsletter. We'll do the 5th. So I do want to finish this week. So the deadline is October 7th, and I actually do want to get that out because it's been on my nerves there for a while. Then I look at Learn Procreate. Now I want to do this when I have more free time, and I feel like December with its like holidays and things like that, or even November would be a much better time for this. Then I see December has a lot of things to do. A lot of them are financial stuff, so it's not really that I have to do those things. But let's move Learn Procreate again, because I've moved this so many times, to November instead, right? Now for November, it says start date November 1st, so let's update that to November 1st. My deadline is to finish this class by November 30th, because it's a class that I have. What I can do with this as well is I can go ahead and put this on my actual calendar. So I go to my calendar and then I just add an event, take Procreate class, and I do any researching in any classes on a Thursday. So even though that says to start on November 1st, my research days are Thursday. So I'm going to do Thursday, November at 1 p.m., which is usually my research time, to 2. We're going to do this under business, and we are going to save that. So as you can see, you see how it says research time? We can actually delete this, and it's going to say this event because I already have something for that. Take Procreate class 1 to 2. We can actually go back into the goals, and instead of just saying November 1st, we've actually given it a date on the calendar. So we'll do November 2nd, and November 2nd, it should show up that I have that for the day. Then I can actually write it down on my iPad. And then of course, after this, we're going to move into the actual iPad. So in the big book of quotes, I put in the Trello board link because my business to-dos come from a Trello board. So I like to just link those two together. So I can just click here and it takes me to my Trello board. Of course, it actually did something weird because of Loom as per usual. But here's my board. So I've started 2 tasks already, and then I have all these subtasks to go. So I like to link my goals to my Trello boards whenever possible if I have them there, or even sometimes I have them in my Milanote boards. So it just depends where they're coming from. But that's the things that I have to work on. And again, I come in here and I'll do this off camera, obviously, because it's personal. I'll update all of my goals for the next 3 months and start tagging them, putting them on the actual calendars and things like that. So I'm going to show you now my iPad and then some of the tech apps that I've been using to try to keep up. So here's my October monthly. Now in this planner, I've showed it several times before on this channel. This is just my dot planner, but in a portrait view. I go back and forth, so I use both of them. So what she has is at the beginning of every month, she has what is a monthly review. Because this setting hates me, I haven't figured out why it does that to me and nobody else, but whatever. In the dot planner, we have a monthly review. So she puts in kind of exactly what I did in Notion. You won't be able to see it because it's washing it out. She puts in, or she has, I should say, a focus, the action steps, and it's 3 focuses. So 3 things that you want to do this month and this month's goals. I kind of used to do this back in the days, but again, I've been doing this in Notion, so I don't really fill this out. Whoops. So I have my October monthly layout already decorated for Halloween. If you know, you know, Halloween is my shit. I haven't decorated my house yet, but my planner's decked out. And what I do is I have my monthly goals, which again come from the goal tracker. I kind of write them down here, and this is Angie Bellmer's kind of way she does planning and goal setting. Is you write out your 10 goals, and then every day you do a task that correlates with your monthly goals. So I'm going to show you what I am talking about, and then every month I have a priority. I have 10 goals that I want to do ish, but which one do I really want to focus on and lean on or lean into? So what I end up doing, I'll show you last month because I don't have anything for October as of yet. I did a small habit tracker. I really wanted to focus on these things. As you can see, the wake up early did not happen. So I choose my highlighter colors, and if you were able to see this correctly, my colors are based on Notion. So I end up just putting in my tasks like this, you know, habit tracking. But I have 2 ways that I habit track, and I'm gonna show you this one. This is for weekly, what I did weekly, blah blah blah. Then I put in my health tracker, which is part of 121 days, is to take your supplements, your water, how many, you know, 5,000 steps every day, haven't hit it, what exercise I did, and outside for 10 minutes. Again, is all part of the 121 days, so I kind of did it there. I also just inputted every single one of them into my habit tracker. So I have 4-step skincare routine, get outside for 10 minutes, 5-minute meditations, affirmations, my vitamin supplements. I'm taking the Lemmy vitamins from the Kardashians, plan day goals and track habits, 5,000 steps or more, 20-minute workout, morning pages. So I did start to track it in September because I wanted to make this a habit before October ran around. So I'm doing pretty well. Some days I hit them entirely. Like this day was, what was I doing this day? I was on it. And then there's days that I miss 3. There's days that I miss 2. And these are usually related to workouts. Clearly, I have work to do when it comes to my workouts. Everything else I can hit. So this gives you a glance at kind of like what you're doing wrong and, you know, how to fix yourself going forward. So that's how I use that. Then I do on my weekly as well, I just write the tasks that I want to take care of that week, and then just come in at the end of the week and kind of check them off. See, I did all of my tasks for last week. I did. I have to fill this out, which I did. The only thing I didn't do again was wake up early. Now I look into what I want to change for this month is clearly waking up early and clearly working out, because those are the 2 that I was lacking as far as habits are concerned. And that's how you really check in with yourself and check in with your goals, is to kind of keep some kind of habit tracking thing. It doesn't have to be as intricate as some people make it with their bullet journals. It can be something as simple as just keeping dots like this. I mean, this was done for me in this planner, which I love. I do this at night. Sometimes I go in and so because this is just a jotting spot, it doesn't remind you to do these tasks. So you have to rely on your memory, and if your memory is like mine is not the greatest, I can track this as, you know, sometimes I forget to track it because again, this is not a reminder. This is just a PDF where I write things on top of. And then of course I did my October mood board and I centered it around Harry Potter. If you want some of these Harry Potter stickers, I'm gonna leave the link below to go grab it. I made them free because they're AI images. So Dumbledore, who passed away recently, I'm reading The Fourth Wing, so I wanted like an AI image of Violet, I forget her name. Then this is just a quote. I actually posted this on, I made a video and posted that on Instagram, and definitely blew up. It's at 344,000. So I did October, I did Harry, I did Albus twice in there. So just a simple mood board to bring in the season that I actually added to my lock screen, and I think it just looks so nice. Reminders. So anything that I need to be reminded, like, oh my god, this is so important, you gotta do this, I use reminders. As you saw on my computer desktop, I have it there. So go over last month's goals, I already did that. Make a Dumbledore spread, I already did that. I have to clean my doors, and so that's cleaning. So I have all these different lists. I have home to clean, I have business things, I have my shopping, my groceries, I have my finances. If I subscribe to a free trial, I'll actually put here, and I usually cancel about 2 days before it ends, the trial ends. So I'll have it as a reminder to cancel this on such and such. I have credit card payments because again, just my brain be all over the place. So this is what reminders is for. Then I have structured. So structured is my calendar, but on a more time blocking method. It costs $2.99 to fully import your calendars, which for me is perfectly worth it. And what I love is that it tells you, like, you from 11 to 12 you're editing the video, but from 12 to 3 you got nothing going on, and your next schedule is not until 3, which you have a workout. What are you going to do in between those times? So here I go into my goals, I go into the things that I have to do, like the book of quotes. Can I stick the book of quotes in there? Now it's all dependent on how long it takes me to edit a video. So sometimes if I know the video is going to take me 2 hours instead of 1, which it usually does, so I need to update that, then that means that between finishing the video, am I going to eat something and then sit down and do something else? What can I schedule? And if I need to schedule it, so again, this pulls from my Google Calendar, but if I need to schedule anything else, I go here. So right where it tells you, like, I'll go here, I'll add what I want to do, and it'll add it in there for me. And then there's a widget on here, so I can actually, with the iOS 17 update, I can actually just check it off right there. Just like I can check off my reminders right on the widget. So absolutely love it. My second thing to help me, and this is specifically for my habits, it's been productive. This is also when I come in and check off on my digital planner, but I really mostly do it here. And then here is when I'll remember at the end of the night to come back and check it off. And one of the habits is to track my habits, which is funny. So for the morning, I have my plan, my day goals, which I did. My 369 manifestation. I already took my supplements. I did my 5-minute meditations. I have not gone outdoors and done my workout. This afternoon, I have 5,000 steps. Another 369. Still my 20-minute workout. And then by evening, I have my evening habits are to track my habits, which is again to put in my information, write in my journal, 365 method, and then I should have been done with these two, and then I can track how many I did all day. With this app, you swipe to the left to skip it, swipe to the right to check it off. So this has been helping me so much. It's only $35 a year, and it's just helping me create these habits that I want. And then it also tells you you're on a roll. You've been knocking these habits off. Do you want to change them into something a little more challenging? Yeah, that's the word. Like, do you want to change them into something a little more challenging because you've been knocking these out like nothing, or do you want to continue? I like to continue for 21 days. That's the thing. That's when you build a habit, and then once 21 days is over, then I'll switch the habit into something else once it's become commonplace. Like right now, my morning habits of getting up, doing morning pages, obviously drinking coffee, morning pages, 369 manifestation, meditations in the morning, they've all starting to work. They're not there to where they're commonplace, but it's almost there. And once I finish with those, then I'll change into other habits. This app also has to where you can create a habit that's somebody already, that are the most popular ones, so you can create your own. See, create your own down here. So you can do like a morning routine, and it tells you eat a healthy meal, drink water, brush and floss, exercise, make your bed, meditate, blah, blah, blah. So you can do that. Getting stuff done is planned for tomorrow. Impact zero, wake up early, make lists, block distractions, log my time, write and journal. So it has stuff that's already been pre-done. Learn and explore. Listen to like if you want to have it to learn and explore every day. Listen to podcasts, read, paint or draw, practice a new skill, try something new, write anything, reflect on my day, write and journal, sit and think, volunteer. I like that one. Personal finance, pay bills, track my expenses. So whatever you need, they have some pre-done, but then you can always create your own. So I'm loving this app, and again, it's called Productive. The only thing I would like is to be able to, the widget to be able to check off the actual things from the widget. It actually just opens up to the app at the moment, but hopefully they'll update it. So if you made it to the end of this October reset, please leave me a pencil emoji. Let's work on our goals. Let's get it together for October, for the last quarter in 2023, which is insane to think about. But thank you so much for rocking out with me and seeing how I kind of reset every month, how I achieve all the goals that I have. You know, I got a lot of things going on with my small business and my 9-to-5 and being a parent, blah, 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 blah. But just so glad that you stuck it out here with me. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more resets that I want to do, I kind of want to get more in depth. I wanted to show you how I do it, and then later on, all the goals that I have set out for October. I want to see how far along I am by the time October ends. So we'll definitely be checking in for November, which is again crazy to say. Time is flying by, and it needs to kind of slow the F down. So make sure that you actually hit the likes to push it up in the algorithm, and subscribe so that you can see me do more resets, the behind the scenes of a small business. I can walk you through different systems like Notion and Trello and all the other things in between that you can use for personal and for your business as well, to inspire you to create the life and business that you want. And I'll check you out next Tuesday. Bye. But anyways, again, thank you so much for joining me here on my channel, for watching another video, and I'll check you out next Tuesday. Do not forget to like. Make sure you get this video out in the algorithm. There's so many people making weird ass videos and things like this that can help someone and motivate one. Don't get as much views.